married to the doctor that I wanted, and I had my 2 children that I wanted, and it wasn't me that did it. It was her intent. Her in her marriage partnership corner, she manifested what she wanted to bring into her life, and so she saw that on another level and pictured it and became that.
So
and so her marriage partner, you want to know where it is? In the Western thought of Feng Shui, I place the bagua, you place the bagua over the home, over a desk, over a room. And in Feng Shui, the entrance of your home, the front entrance, is the beginning of the bagua. So from the front entrance of your home, it's your furthest back right room is your marriage partnership room. And then walking into that room is walking into the room, it's your furthest right corner in that room. So in that marriage partnership room, what you want to do is put things of 2s, like 2 candles, 2 angels kissing, whatever you want to bring into your relationship. Years ago, when I first started in my marriage partnership corner, see, sometimes we're unaware of what we're doing or what we do, how we sabotage ourselves, and that's why we need each other to point that out. My Feng Shui teacher from Japan came in. She said, "Are you sure you want Romeo and Juliet in your marriage partnership corner?" And I said, "Yes, because they loved each other so much." And she says, "You know, it ended up tragically." And I thought, oh my God, I was like sabotaging myself. You know, and so sometimes we're not aware of what we're doing and how we sabotage ourselves. 2 weeks ago, I went to another person's home, and when I arrived, she was like really sad. She said, "Serafina, I have no more passion in my life. I don't know what to do." A year ago, I went and I traveled and I went to Italy and I did my goal. I did what I wanted to do, and now I don't. And then I started telling her, saying to her, "Well, what are the things that you love?" And then she just lit up. She goes, "Well, I love having friends over. I love cooking. I want to have a relationship." And we started rearranging her house, going and for her, from her front door, her marriage partnership room happened to be her bedroom. So what we did is we took out, in your marriage partnership, it should just be 2, you know, you and another person. You know, it's we took out, you shouldn't have pictures of children or friends or it's like your special space. So in her bedroom, we took out all her friends. We made it romantic, and we put a picture up in her marriage partnership corner that was a picture that her grandparents had that reminded her of love, where an angel was swinging on a swing with a boy angel in the back. It was just gorgeous, and that's what she'll see in the morning when she wakes up, and that's what she'll bring into her life.
So how many corners is powerful corners in Feng Shui?
There's like 9 spaces in
9?
the Bagua, 9 spaces. There's one for, what's interesting is like the marriage partnership corner, the skill and inner knowledge works hand in hand. It's kitty corner from the marriage partnership corner. So it works hand in hand with that. So in the skill and inner knowledge area, you'd want to put up or bring in some books that will give you the skill and the inner knowledge and the wisdom.
So no source?
No
In
what?
this in this corner, no source?
No
Source.
Source, no. 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 And then, you know, the wealth. Everybody wants to know about where the wealth corner is. And if you, from your front door, it's your furthest back left room. And wealth means it's different for every person. And the main gift of the wealth corner is gratitude. If you have gratitude for the things that you have, you'll get more of it. You know, a lot of times I will tell people they need to declutter, because hoarding and not being appreciative and holding on to things that no longer serve them actually is a consciousness that prevents you from having abundance coming in, because you're blocking for the abundance to be coming into the door. But getting off a little bit. And what I was saying earlier about abundance means something different for everyone. My very first teacher, she put a golden cage, and she always felt herself like she was like a bird, and so she put herself outside the golden cage as the bird, and she put foreign currency on the bottom that she wanted to travel all over, and and with the Feng Shui and make money doing it and traveling all over. And now she travels all over the world and teaches Feng Shui. So she manifests that. She brought that in.
So you put your thought first, or maybe you change the stereo when you have your thought, or you change the stereo, or it's all together? Which coming first?
When I go in to help people, I help them with their environments, and I ask them, what do you want to bring in? And then I see them just light up because they see the possibilities. And then also I have them journal. Like this one young lady a couple of years ago, I had her journal and script out exactly to the T the type of man that she wanted to bring into her life. And not to be in the wanting, because if you're in the wanting, then you're always in the wanting. You're an arm's length away from getting what you want. So I told her, write it and be in gratitude like you already have it. Like, thank you, God, for sending the most wonderful man into my life that totally loves and adores me. And be specific, because my very first teacher from China, she wrote that she wanted somebody very spiritual, and that's all she got. You know, so you want the whole thing. You want, you know.
Yeah, because many times the problem is that we don't know what we want in our lives.
But I think we do. We want somebody heaven sent, somebody that totally loves us and adores us, somebody that can be our soul partner. When we get married, the person is our spiritual partner, our emotional partner, our physical partner, and our business partner. And a lot of, you know, it's the whole gamut. We want the wholeness of things. And to attract that, the law of attraction, we become that ourselves and allow ourselves to become it and stop all the stories that are going in around our, you know, about ourselves. You know, years ago, the world thought the world was flat, but it was just a story. They kept saying the world is flat. It was just a story. And that's what we do with ourselves. We tell stories, and we're even unaware of the stories that we're telling about ourselves. So Feng Shui helps with that, to become aware of the stories. Like when you go home tonight, think, is that a true thing, or am I making up a story now about myself? You know, and be kind to ourselves.
And write. So I need to write what I want, right? I need to make a big list.
Well,
and bigger
but
the list,
not
and more
need
detail,
it,
better.
but and be excited of, you know, not that you need to, but what a joy to bring in the things that will make you happy and make you more loving and make you more of who you are.
Yeah, it's tough to be who you are.
Actually, it's more easy.
Really?
When we become our authentic selves. It's easier. It's absolutely much easier to be ourselves when we become our authentic selves. Because who we are is like, there's nothing we need to change. It's just all those stories and all those things that we bring into clutter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was wonderful to having you in Let It Shine.
Thank you
So much.
Thank you.
Serafina.
I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
And remember, people, just let it shine.